Hello everybody, it's Lalaine and welcome back to my channel. It is Motivational Monday and today I really want to talk about the fears that I see and the panic with this pandemic going on. So if you're interested in that, then please stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please feel free to do so, and let's go. So I wanted to make this video because I experienced a lot of people that are so fearful, so aggressive, and so panicky. And I get it, I get where people are coming from, but it is not nice to just lash out at someone who's just like turned to you, like their back is towards you and you're just gonna lash out just out of nowhere. So it doesn't really matter where I go, I just see this everywhere. And since I'm still working, I'm also in the store, I experienced it personally, and that's where I was like, you know what, I need to do a few things to make sure that the people around me at least are trying to keep their vibrations high, because in this time that is one of the most muy importante things that you can do. And I know it is very easy to say and not easy to do, but that's why I came up with these tips and I hope that they will help you. My first tip is guiding through communication. It is so important to open your mouth, but not in the way that when people are lashing out at each other, which is what I'm saying. You got this as a gift, and if you can use it, please use it wisely. Try to speak in a guiding way. For example, if you need to go that way because that's where you need to get your things, let's say for instance you're in a supermarket, don't just gonna stand there and be fucking irritated and lash out and talk all loud and aggressively towards the person that is standing in your way because you want to go through, but you were just like, why is this person not moving? Well, not everybody knows what is going on in your head, so please try to guide people. Say, hey, I see that you're standing in line, I just want to pass you because I need to be there. Then that person will be like, okay, because that person is just waiting. That person doesn't know that you want to pass. If you have the idea that people are standing way too close to you, don't just lash out. Just please ask them to step back or step back yourself and be like, oh, that was too close. You can do this with humor, you can do this with lightness. It doesn't have to be all 100%. I've seen people lashing out at people that I don't know, and then when they come to me, they're just like standing like this. I'm like, do you really think that Corona is just like, oh, I know you, so I will not make this other person sick? Of course it will. So you step the fuck back. But I would not say it that way, but I will be like, oh, you're a bit too close. Whoa. And it may sound really weird or maybe too funny to you, but I feel like we really need to communicate instead of just lashing and yelling and being angry and almost fighting with people just because you want to move, or just because you think the rules that stores make for them to still be open, which we should be grateful for, to just explode in front of employees. Just like, please, guys, with your mouth, you got this as a gift. My second tip is track your triggers. What is it that is giving you that feeling of fear? Is it you watching the news? Is it you going on your Facebook or your Instagram and seeing all kinds of news and horrible things about the corona or the COVID-19, however you want to say it? Or is it the people that you hang out with, maybe, when it's just still having your distance but people are constantly talking about it? That could also really trigger your anxiety. What could really help is to track it down. Write it down. If you're not into journaling, you can use your phone. Just know, like, oh, I went to the supermarket and I got hella annoyed with this woman who was just like this and this and that. So you know, okay, my trigger is the supermarket, so maybe I can go just before they're gonna close. It could be that you're missing out on certain products, but it will help you with your anxiety because there are not that many people as there are throughout the day. If you're experiencing this while you're working because you're just in the environment with people that have all of these emotions that I was just talking about, try to ask for a different position, or maybe you can work in the back or in a different environment. What would really help as well is meditate. And if you're not into meditation, or you just think it's for people who are just like flying around and just then you can also just do breathing exercises. It doesn't have to be hocus pocus big things. You can just go to the toilet, take 5 minutes for yourself. If people ask where you were, you're just like number 2, but you just take 5 minutes. It can only be 5 minutes. That could also already really help you. Just take those minutes, Hopefully the toilet is smelling nice, but you know, just try to find a space where you can do this and breathe. Just be with yourself, breathe, calm yourself down. It is very important. And I think we just somehow forget these things. Like if you're anxious, if you're in fear, your energy is going to be up, 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 and you're gonna breathe here, and it's supposed to be here in your tummy. You should be breathing here. So if you notice that everything is going to be here and you're just panicking, take a moment for yourself. Go outside, sniff some air, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. It might not help you with like the overall fear that you're experiencing, because I think this energy is bigger than a lot of us can handle. But if it can calm you down in that moment, that is already a big plus. And we're just trying to see the positive sides in this really weird chaos time. So try to track it. Where did I go? What happened? What did I experience? Was it a panic attack? Was it me lashing out? Was I ready to yell? Was I ready to stab someone? Just like find out what it is, where it is, and track it. Tip number 3 is reach out. I kid you not how many cards I see flying over the cast deck. It is absurd. It is abnormal. I've never seen this before, but I love it. I see so many people reaching out to their family members or people across the country because you cannot visit each other. Especially old people love to buy cards, but you can do that as well. Send your friends a letter, send your friend a card or an email, or pick up the phone. Like, I don't like calling, but I'm calling with so many people now, even video chatting, and oh my god, that was such a fear for me. But right now I'm just like, okay, cool, we're gonna video call, I'm ready. So in a way, this corona thing also brought people more together. But just don't shy away from trying to reach out to people. It's everybody is dealing with the same exact thing, and of course everybody is dealing with it differently. But I kid you not, my bonds got better because of this, because I'm so much more conscious of who I'm spending time with, who I'm trying to call, who I'm sending a letter or a card. And there are so many ways to communicate. I think we should feel, and we are so freaking blessed that we experience this, but we live in a time where we can video chat, we can just go over, we can just step on our bike and be like, hey, just waving at someone. You can even stand in front of someone's house and just call. Just there are so many creative ways to make contact with other people. I have better contact with my neighbors. I never had that before, but because of this is a conversation starters. I picked up groceries for my neighbor. That is something that normally I would not even think about, but now I do. So tonight I'm just gonna chill and hang out with my neighbor just because we have more contact than we normally would have. So don't shy away, reach out, because it would really help you and it would higher your vibrations, and that's what we're going for. Fear needs to go out, positive vibe needs to come in. So, and number 4 is you walk it, you walk it, you walk it. You need to walk it out. That is really good for anxiety. I don't know what it is about walking, but you're working on your body, and 2, it's like you're clearing your mind. So for me personally, it feels like I'm meditating while walking. And you could do it with music, you can do it without music, but just walking around. It could be in a park if that's even allowed, or around your neighborhood. Especially after dinner, it is so freeing, and whenever you come back, it's like your mind is just like so empty. And that's why I say for me it feels like meditation, because my mind is so clear and I'm just like full pumped with new energy. And it doesn't have to be like hours and super long distances. It could be just around the block, but you went outside, you worked on your body, you got fresh air you know what I mean, fresh air. And you just walked it out, and that is so good when you have anxiety. That's also when I first had anxiety and panic attacks. It's the first thing that my doctor said, like, you need to take walks. And I was just like, but I'm a dancer, like why would I walk? But the walking really helps. You can also do it with a buddy. Don't do it with a group because that's not allowed. And of course every country has different rules. We don't have a night lockdown, we have an intellectual lockdown. Just don't let me get started on that word, but yeah. So we're still allowed to chill and hang out, but as long as we have 1.5 meters of distance. So if you live here, you can do it with a buddy. I did it with friends. We were with 4 people and we were like two and two in the back, and we just talked and had a lot of fun, and we walked around the neighborhood, and it just felt so amazing afterwards. And things that I would just be stressing about before were just like completely gone, especially because we were talking about those things. So it can be really refreshing for your mind. So go walk it out. And last but not least is turn to plus. Go and find the positive things. Follow positive people. Stop watching the news if that is triggering you. I almost did my Facebook just because there was so much going on and so many weird, wrong, crazy, informative information things that people were just sharing without even thinking about it, without even doing their own research. They were just sharing it, and it was just like, what the F is this? Like, what I love is the creativity that comes off it. But that's what I mean with follow the plus. Like, you need to find the people that make you laugh. If humor is really important for you, like for me, humor that's like on the boundaries, that is really important to me. So I follow a lot of people that make me laugh or have crazy memes. You need to ditch the news. You can just watch news websites and choose whatever article you want to read without just exposing yourself to only corona news, because it's just making us all crazy. Follow amazing positive people on Instagram. You know, clear it up, clear it out. And especially if you're in self-quarantine, you have the time of the world, so you can clear all your social medias out. Who is not giving you that positive vibes, who is not resonating with you. Maybe you have a subscription to a newspaper and it's just only full with that negative shit. Unsubscribe to that newspaper. Just, it can change a lot, and especially the way that you feel, the way that you wake up. Cut out the negativity and try to find the positive things. So these are my 5 tips of how to deal with your anxiety, panic, fear. I hope that any of these tips will help you, and if you have tips, let me know as well if this is not one of that I just mentioned. Hope that this is going away pretty fast, because my birthday vacation is not going. But anyways, at the plus size, I'm healthy, I'm still living, I'm working, I have my garden, I have a healthy family, so I have so many things to be grateful for. And I hope you realize that as well. So if you have tips, let me know in the comment box down below. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next. Bye.